Hello everyone, and welcome to this video. This is a Good Rush Daily. Today is on November 12th, 2025. And yeah, let's have a quick overview of how gold is performing. Allow me to share my screen. Just 1 minute. Right. Yeah, so there we go. I believe you can be able to see my screen, and let's look at, first of all, we begin by looking at the fundamentals. So fundamentally, today is on Wednesday, November 12th. So we are not anticipating any high impact news. Nevertheless, we'll be following keenly in terms of what the markets are gonna, in terms of the US, the Congress, and how it's gonna perform. Basically, because we are looking at somehow close to the end of the government shutdown, so it will depend on the voting by the Congress, and that will be very significant. So we'll be following through that, and in case it goes through, then we'll be having the CPI. But if it doesn't go through, we're still in a government shutdown, then tomorrow and Friday will not be having the inflation data for the US, right? So apart from that, yesterday was bank holiday for the US, the Veterans Day, so nothing much really transpired. We saw gold in some bits of consolidation. As you can see, this is yesterday. The price was more of consolidation until we saw the price pushing on the downside, then pushing up again. So more of consolidation, but this consolidation, it's not a bad one because gold is still sustaining above the 2000, the 4100 level. So if you look at the daily candlestick, yeah, it closed indecisive because you're seeing long wicks at the top, long wicks at the bottom, and that's the reason why I'm saying it was more of a consolidation yesterday. When you see these type of candlesticks on the daily time frame, then it tells you the price was really consolidating here. So today we are seeing a price pushing up. There is a likelihood of more bullish prices, but the ultimate test is this particular zone here between 41.35, 41.57. So the moment the price is able to break this particular zone, then we will be looking at even more bullish prices. Okay, so what is of essence? If you go to the 1 hour time frame, we saw yesterday the price create these BOS or take out these liquidities. And after taking out these liquidities, the price dropped, then it pushed up again. Of course, now it created an order block around this particular level. I think that is quite visible on the 15 minutes time frame. It created this particular OB here, and this was a good opportunity to look for some selling entries today in the Asian session. That is for those who wake up early for the early birds. Okay, so but today, what are we anticipating? So I'm looking at a scenario whereby in case this price continues to push on the downside and takes out these liquidity, then it might tap on this level, and then we see more bullish prices. Okay, so we see more bullish prices from here. But if the price is going to break below this level, then we can look for some selling opportunities. It's a good zone, actually, about 250 something pips. So it's a good tradable zone, because the moment it breaks below this zone, then we'll be looking or anticipating the price to come all the way to these particular levels, right? So that's what we will be looking at. That's what we'll be following keenly to see. So, and once it comes again to this now level, the moment it reaches this level, remember this was a resistant level that was broken, now support. Therefore, we might be seeing price reaction from this particular zone. Okay, so let's monitor that, and yeah, it can even have the potential to dig deeper to these particular levels, maybe probably to retest the 4000 levels, but anything is possible with gold. But the key level I'm looking at is around 4050, right? The retest of 4050. These resistant level that's now will become has been broken, and therefore it becomes support. Okay, so on the upper direction, once we see the price break above this particular level of course, now we'll be anticipating to see the price push up. So because we anticipate to see these imbalances being filled out, because we have quite some imbalances here. So we'll be anticipating to see that one being filled out, and we see more higher prices. So the reason why I'm really bagging on the bullions or the buying momentum is because if you look at the dollar index, we are still looking at a weaker dollar index. If you look at the daily candlestick yesterday, how the daily candle closed, it was quite bearish, right? It was quite bearish, and as you can see, it was quite bearish. Today, the price up opened up and pushed slightly higher. So looking at it on the 4-hour time frame, you see the price created these BOS. It took out these liquidities here, and it created another BOS, creating lower lows and lower highs. So this level here now becomes the OB, and these might be able to push prices on the downside. If it's not this level, then the price can come to this other level, because we have at least two zones that are close, very close to each other. So these will be the levels to see, and as you can see, we are still seeing some kind of a rejection from these particular level. We are seeing some rejections from this particular zone, and the price is likely to push on the downside. So here I'll be looking at the liquidities being taken out, and maybe probably see whether the price will gain the momentum to push all the way to about 98.72, 98.57, because that's where we have the next zone. Okay, so with the bearish sentiment for the dollar index, therefore, that backs up our bullion sentiment for gold. Okay, so let's keep watching that, and we see how the price is going to react. And always ensure that, like I've always insisted, anytime you're trading in the financial market, it's always good to ensure that you have what you call proper risk management, because that is what is going to give you the longevity in the financial market. Because again, not every setup that will be profitable, not every setup that will go according to your intentions or your directions or your wishes. Okay, so proper risk management is very, very important. So until next time, stay safe, make sure you stay focused, stay disciplined, and trade with purpose.